culture.
The culture.
Hope.
Funny, man.
Voice of the city.
Niggas just got
The heartbeat.
Does a spat out.
And the 6-1.
I just want niggas to get on their Dame Dash shit, bro. Like niggas gotta untuck their
Dame
nuts.
too weird, man.
Niggas gotta untuck their nuts.
Yeah,
No
like,
homo, man. They like, bro. It's just getting wild out here.
Dame confusing me right now.
He's confusing, but I'm just saying, like, overall, it's just like people are afraid to call out the jig, and then because nobody wants to look like the bad guy, no one wants to be.
Nobody want to be a hater, bro.
Look at my fault. We good? We good?
We good?
We good? I see you looking up. Blaze gave me that concern look. But you feel me? No, it's just like, bro, like you said, like niggas is afraid to be told no,
Right.
and niggas is afraid to say no. Like if a deal is a bad deal, why do it? Because of the look?
Yeah. Because nobody want to be a hater, bro.
I feel like that's what we usually talk about.
You ready? Y'all ready?
Fuck the look, bro. Fuck the look. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're doing yourself a disservice, bro. Period.
Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Chad Dave from WWTB. What we talking about? Back in the building, back in the place to be. The Living Low headquarters.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh, my Ric Flair. Woo! Who I got in the building with me today?
Shopping bags. CEO. The veteran.
Maybach music.
Chapo!
Premium Reese. And as of today,
Alrighty.
Perfect Attendance will be retired.
Oh!
And wait. I will be passing it along to this brother to my right.
Welcome home, Trey!
I'll take it.
Welcome home!
You know? Young Mexico.
He was perfect attendance before you ever was perfect attendance, to be clear.
Right, I really don't understand how I got it. You know, I just ran with it for a while.
I'll definitely take it. Who else?
No, I'm in there, you know, every now and then. Certain accounts can get that.
But all it was because every time we go on IG, you just could see it. You know what I'm saying? You were just tired.
When IG first rolled out that such and such like this picture, like, why the fuck is my name keep showing up?
Definitely always head of the pack.
Definitely CEO Reese.
CEO Reese was always head of the pack.
That's when the aliases came. The spam account, the burner accounts.
The KD accounts.
The KD burner accounts are in effect. You never know who that deal is from.
Oh man, who else we got in the building?
Check your
today?
DMs.
Check your DMs. Okay,
He is I am him.
Mm-hmm.
Local nigga with a major buzz.
Yay.
Local nigga with a major buzz. Niggas hate me.
Why?
Because they ain't me.
That's what I heard.
That's a whole
You
Fendi.
feel me? Nobody put me on,
That's good.
so they can't take me off.
I heard that as well.
You know,
Word of Jemima.
no matter the black balls, no matter whatever they try to
Wifey
set up.
loves that you do that too. She loves that you said
Gotta tell 'em a little
When
bit.
there's a will, there's a way, and I always find a way.
Pray on it.
It's the honorable
so honorable.
Doctor
Yeah,
Elijah Martin Malcolm Martinez III.
indeed.
You feel what I'm saying? I gotta bring it back because it's Black History Month, and we still sipping that yak. The yak sipping is back. Why?
If it is back.
Because I'm trying to get a Jusse bag.
Or Rock Nation brunch invite.
Yeah,
Either
Uncle,
one.
yeah, Uncle Hove. I was in Saudi there. I wasn't at the brunch. I felt like I should have been there. But goddamn it, you did a tremendous job of placement at All-Star Weekend, and I need back in fold.
Back in the phone. What we talking about, brunch?
Yeah, right.
Do we need one?
We need that Mixed Nation brunch. We got
Mixed nation.
Great idea.
Mixed Nation.
Might edit that out.
So if a nigga steal it, they gotta hear first. I'm putting in there. Mixed Nation brunch is definitely coming from the boys. What we talking
We're gonna let the weather break so niggas can get fly.
Mixed Nation
We're definitely
brunch.
gonna have a Mixed
So
Nation
holla at
brunch.
us. Anybody want to, holla at us. Some people. Let's make it happen.
The influencers.
For the culture.
The tastemakers.
A couple people running the culture right now in Columbus. they feeling themselves.
You know?
But you gotta support your people.
For sure.
Sometimes you gotta go with the flow.
Hey.
Be the flow.
Shout out to Mill.
Powered by
Powered by
Flow Vodka.
Shout out to Ash.
Diego. What up, Jock?
The super flow.
Flow responsibly.
Gluten free. You know what I mean? We drinking healthy and responsibly. We're flowing responsibly.
Flow responsibly.
I like it.
At all times.
At all times.
Signature drinks is coming.
Signature
Facts.
drinks?
Yeah, signature drinks.
The CEO?
All 4 drinks will be available.
Oh.
We definitely gonna need a mixed martini.
Mixed bad martini. I need a mixed bad martini.
The fly kick rocking.
Hey.
Damn, my fault.
Hey.
Two-time.
Two-time.
Des Arnaz, I'm in the building, man.
2 times.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
Oh,
go.
man.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Hey. We ain't letting him get away.
Oh, absolutely not.
But first, we gotta give a shout out because we've been forgetting to shout out Mix Will Made It.
Yeah. Mix Will made it. Look, he's
Mix
trying to mark it.
Mix Will Made It is definitely always in the building.
Yes,
Definitely,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout
But
out to Jay Wood.
Shout
shout out to Jay Wood.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it today, daddy duty, you know.
I am taking bookings for Jay Wood
The Henny
on the
Honey.
photo side.
The Henny Honey.
Yeah, shout out to the Henny Honey. What up, Tyler?
You post that picture one more motherfucking time,
Hey.
nigga.
Jazzy Fizzle.
One more
Tyler
motherfucking
went
time,
to smoke,
Tyler.
Trav. She went to smoke.
She's one of us.
Tyler.
But with all that being said, DJ, hit it!
Dun, 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 dun.
Ladies and
Gentlemen,
Well known and loved.
Oh, man.
fresh off
the Dance Joiner cruise.
the Essence Music Fest.
Welcome home, Mix Man.
man.
Mix Beverly.
Hey, man. Real quick, man. Shout out to Just Friends, man. I was at their party and burned through that shit on. And when I tell you everybody looked at me, everybody looked at me.
We're gonna throw it in the rider. Anywhere what we talking about is at, if that song ain't played, we snatch it
right.
in crates.
Hey, I know next live show is gonna be so crazy. We gotta stop the show for a minute. Everybody gotta get up and dance to that record.
Gotcha.
Dog, yeah. Niggas is pulling out their phones. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's love though, because I see a lot of people put up the videos and they at you in it and they what we talking about, like, so
Yeah.
the impact is there. So you like Miss Beverly is not going anywhere.
At all.
Definitely bringing it off
It's
somewhere.
with you.
People definitely listening.
It don't matter. Des done been out of town. Niggas done been out of town. So many videos. So, yeah, man, I appreciate the love, man. I don't be mad at it.
Damn, we back, man. We got the fellas, man.
Usual suspects.
Yeah. Back
It's been a while since it's been just
Right.
the Four Horsemen.
Four Horsemen?
You know?
We gotta get back to the essence. We gotta get back to the essence. You know what I mean?
Sometimes
We are the streets. We making it hard to eat.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, since we talking about streets, let's talk about Jussie Smollett's lying ass. Let's get right to
that
it.
boy good, boy. That Trav Dave, boy.
That boy good. That boy
Listen,
good.
hey, I think we called it on the show. Like,
But see, it was.
I know a lot of people call, but I think we called it like right away. Like,
But we had to. But see, it's such a sensitive subject. Niggas had to tread lightly. You know what I mean? So it was like, nigga. We always felt like it was something wasn't right. But we was like, but then you didn't want to seem unsensitive because niggas, you know, we live in a world today of the cancel culture. Everybody's so ready to cancel niggas.
we gonna talk about that shit too.
And he played his hands so perfect, like by using MAGA and the gay angle he took. You know what I mean? Like it was almost like you can't go against it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like-
Like shit.
Cause you at that time you would look like a coon. Like, oh, you not supporting? Like you don't believe him? Like he, you know what I'm saying? Like you would look bad.
They might put you in the
and this is
homophobe
still
bag.
alleged though.
Yeah.
Right? Like we still don't have all the details, right? Like
Yeah, but it's starting to look sketchy.
I told
for you,
y'all.
boy.
The jig is up.
Yeah, the jig. When I told y'all when it first came out, I was like, man, this.
When you
Shit
hire
ain't
the
adding
defense
up.
lawyer Reese, the jig is up.
Hey,
the gay Tupac is in some hot water.
the gay
Hey,
Tupac.
but yeah, Lil, yeah. See, when he went on that promo run and called himself the gay Tupac, I'm gonna be
Gay
honest.
Tupac,
I was
my nigga?
done with
I
him.
thought the gay community took offense to
Hold up,
you know-
LGBT, right?
Q.
Yeah, you gotta make sure
LBC.
you
LBC.
want to make sure you, cause you know, you gotta tread lightly.
you know what I mean?
You gotta tread lightly.
Is that what we on today?
Oh,
Veteran?
man, listen.
I'm just saying you gotta make sure you address
But-
properly.
That's what I'm saying. Like I thought
Wow.
gay was like a derogatory term. Like I thought
I don't know. Gay's not a derogatory term.
I thought in their community it was. Like, I thought they preferred
homosexuals.
I think gay's still clean.
Gay still clean, so we
think
clean
so.
with gay.
It's that F word that they don't mess around
You definitely
with.
can't drop that F bomb.
Definitely can't say that F word.
I tread lightly. Listen,
Who can't say it?
Hey,
the views.
the views is definitely.
Hey, remember all them live shows we was talking about? Cancel.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, you know, we're not making fun of, you know,
He gonna
that
get
community.
these jokes.
But this guy right here,
Yeah.
we got to get him the fuck out of here because what he did was selfish. I know,
Facts.
and we can say it's alleged all we want, but it's just like, come on, bro. Like, you went from saying it was a racial attack to then they got 2 Nigerian niggas hemmed up. You
That
know
he
what I'm
knew.
saying? That he knew.
That he knew.
You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
And the story is that he still made it home with his subway.
That's what I'm saying.
And still finished
Bruh,
that.
Listen, bro.
And that's the whole thing.
Listen,
That's
that's
mad
the
about. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you still ate something.
You got whooped on with a noose around your neck, and you walked to the crib and ate your sandwich, and then called him an hour
your
later.
$5
first of all,
foot long
if a
at
nigga
4
put a
in the
noose around
morning.
your neck, that's gonna be one of the first things you throw off. You're taking that, like, you're not gonna walk down the street with a goddamn noose around your neck, like you
They
throwing
put
that,
bleach on them too.
you throwing that bitch off immediately, like, and getting the hell out of there.
Dog,
The
so-
sub is going too. I'm launching that bitch. I'm out. I'm trying to just get home to safety.
Yeah, the
Dog, my whole thing is like, right? You
What
can
kind of
say
sub was it? What kind of sub was it?
It was the meatball, the marinara joint. Like,
Meatball joint.
extra lettuce on it.
Extra
Whatever it was, it was his favorite because he made sure to enjoy that still.
He ain't let that go.
Right.
Oh man.
Nigga had the chicken teriyaki. What day was it? You know, they had the
Yeah,
days
they got
of the
the
week. You know what I mean?
Chicken teriyaki like a Wednesday or something,
Hey,
bro.
I ain't gonna front though. That chicken salad kind of goes. So I ain't gonna front.
He had the BLT.
Right. The Italian dressing all on
The
it.
spicy Italian is legendary as
The
well.
cold cut.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hey,
The spicy
Yeah.
Italian gets the job done.
I ain't gonna hold
if
you.
you doing it all the way right,
Okay.
you gonna get that herbs, the bread with the
Herbs and cheese.
Herbs and cheese.
Yes. It's a fact.
Hey, you gonna tell the dude lightly toast my joint. Don't burn because you can burn that with the cheese being on there like that.
You don't like it burnt?
Not with the herbs and cheese. Like lightly toast my joint, my nigga. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna come clean.
But I need my cheese melted though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Now with you.
But the 9-grain honey oat too, that slaps too.
The 9-grain honey oat with the
Extra
steak and
cucumbers
cheese.
on your
I
joint.
steak and cheese, 9-grain honey oat.
Y'all put wild onions on your shit?
Got, with the steak and cheese, I need the onions.
like the cucumber.
I need
I'm
the
not an onion
flavor.
guy. I'm not an
Green
onion
I
peppers.
love, green peppers.
Extra
Now, I'm gonna
chipotle
go-
sauce.
Oh,
The
ooh.
chipotle sauce.
Now
red
you
sauce
talking
will
my
take it to another-
language. Now you talking
I want
my
a new
language.
level.
Now you talking about
I want a new level. I want a.
Hey, so now I can kind of understand why that subway made it home.
Because it was 2 a.m. too, so it was lit.
He was probably lit.
He was lit.
hungry as fuck. Nigga.
It was lit.
No way I'm not still eating that sandwich. No
But
fucking
that's
way.
even more reason, nigga. If you lit and a nigga put a noose around your neck, you're running. You're gonna keep that motherfucker around your neck.
Hey, he probably wrapped the plastic around his hand too, so
He said he wanted to preserve the evidence. That's part of the reason why he said he kept a lot of that shit.
Dog, my thing is this, dog. Like, you can say you got beat up, right? Like, damn, I got jumped, I got beat up. But he went a little bit too far.
So did
with
he
the
have
noose
marks
and
on
the
his face and
bleach.
shit when they found
I
him?
mean, look.
They say he's taking niggas, man out there like it was, you know, a gay scuffle is what they're
That's
saying.
what I heard too. I heard he was bagging niggas.
He's out there pulling
Hey,
his
man.
young and May. You know what I mean? Like,
You see what Boosie posted today, man.
I know. Hold on. I'm trading. Nah, we ain't even
Yeah.
gonna
You see
mention
what
that.
Boosie posted
We ain't gonna
today.
mention
let
that.
the,
Boosie on his
let the
own.
listeners look that
Yeah,
up for
Boosie on his
themselves.
own. Boosie on his own.
I'm reading the caption
Nah,
now. Boosie a wild boy.
Boosie on his own. I don't. No.
Hey, man.
Tread lightly.
All right,
lightly.
man. I'm just saying.
But I'm still very much curious to see, you know, the end result of it. Like, because he's went 0 dark 30 ever since the police released a lot more of the evidence that they had sitting in the tuck.
Facts.
So, you know, I'm curious to see how it play out.
And I also remember everybody on the show saying, like, when the police asked for his phone and he didn't want to give that up, niggas start giving
I understand that. You know, he probably had a lot of wild shit in there. Like, I don't need y'all looking at this. You know what I mean? Every now and then before you hand your phone over to somebody, you want to get some shit cleared up out of there.
Hey, switch it up. Let's go, man. Cause
He always takes it to the next level.
yeah, bro. Take it to another level.
Hey, and by the way, no disrespect to Subway and the cookies. We ain't really touch on that, but
Woo!
you know,
So with cookies,
the cookie game is
Get that white macadamia.
you
white
warm
mac-
them up.
You gotta have a white.
I've never done that, but that sounds like a great
You
idea.
warmed them up.
I never had warmed up.
Yeah, like y'all not warming them up.
I'm gonna say them straight out the beans. I'm gonna say them straight out the
These
beans.
savages that we work with, bro.
I'm saying them
I
straight
don't
out
eat
the
a cookie
beans.
that's not warm. Like,
I need the white
across the
macadamia
board.
nut, the oatmeal raisin,
by the way, I
and
did
then sometimes I
have a
do the
Pizookie over
strawberry
weekend.
cheesecake.
Definitely had a Pizookie.
Was it good?
My taste buds was off a little bit that night, so I couldn't quite enjoy it. You know what I mean?
That's always a bad night.
But, yeah, you know, it was,
All right, since we in our robbery bag early, Rich the Kid and Usher was at a studio, and Rich the Kid's entourage was involved with an armed robbery. And then I was reading up on it today. This is the second time this nigga's been pistol whipped, dog, and robbed.
Yeah,
he's lining niggas up. A story just came out today that he just got robbed again. Like, since the Usher shit.
Really?
For real? Now I read one like he got robbed back in like July or something.
Yeah, but with the Tory Brinks
At
chick.
the crib, when they ran up in the crib.
Yeah.
Then the Usher shit. But I think I just seen something today, you know what I mean, where it said
Rich
that
the Kid wildin'.
Why is
man,
niggas
man.
feeling so comfortable robbing Rich the Kid?
I think he lining niggas up, man. Like, he's in on the jig, what it looked like to me.
Oh, he probably running.
Because you don't get robbed three
He running a
times
scam?
without going to get that burner and let niggas know I'm not going to be this easy lick. You know what I mean? Not three times.
But
In a
that's what
calendar
happens,
year,
bro. Niggas be putting up these money phones and shit to their ears and thinking shit sweet, man, just because you a rapper. Like,
Damn, they said Rich the Kid got sued for on 30K.
30,000 to part back pay or back rent.
So he running the jig with the jewelry, running and get the insurance money.
Something ain't adding up, bro.
I don't know, man. They said it was like a fancy studio too. So these niggas, who was that?
Princess. Princess, Ray J stuff.
I don't know, man. Rich the Kid, Usher, niggas getting robbed out in Hollywood now, man. Like, shit is crazy out there, bro.
Keep going. I'm gonna find that thing to see if it a third time happened.
the robbers are still out there just because you're in Hollywood. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just like, shit, you could be in Columbus just because you in Upper Arlington don't mean that the jackers don't stop.
Jack Boy's still out
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
That's where they go.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like in this day and age where everything is caught on film, everything is caught on camera. Like, how do you keep getting away? Like if you keep if you're the Vic, like, how do you keep getting hit, bro? Like,
Because niggas put everything on the gram. They go on live on IG. They putting up the like niggas will go to a place and then they're gonna go live that they're at this place. If I'm a person, if I'm moving like that and I got large amounts of cash, if I post something, I'm not gonna post something while I'm still at that place. Once I post it and you try to go see if I'm there, I'm not gonna be there anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. First of all, it doesn't make sense. I never understood why niggas is running around with $40,000 cash in their pocket and shit like that. Like,
because they
what are you
rappers,
do-
man.
But for what?
Rappers do, man.
What is the what are you doing, bro? Like, that's
Act like
not.
you're not broke, man.
But who gives a fuck?
No.
Like that's the thing. The perception is already there that you rap. They automatically think that you got money, which is false.
Fact.
You know what I mean? A lot of those niggas is broke. Even the niggas is running around with the 30,000, 40,000 in their
That's
pocket.
probably
You know
all
what
they
I'm saying?
got too.
You feel me? So like, but I'm saying, it just doesn't make any sense for you to run around with 40,000 in your pocket,
True.
200K in jewelry on your neck. Like, what are you really doing? What are you really accomplishing? You know what I'm saying? Besides becoming a victim.
Yeah. Well, speaking of a nigga with money, let's talk about Floyd and T.I., yo. Like, I think it's about time they shoot the fair one. I mean,
They overdue for the
I
fame.
want Floyd to go ahead and whoop T.I.'s ass.
talk about
I'm tired of T.I., man.
Why you tired? Hold on. Why you tired?
Why you tired of T.I., man?
Because the shit T.I. doing just don't seem genuine, and it seems strategic.
He trying to get hot again?
I don't even necessarily think he's trying to get hot. Like, he's still in his feelings because Floyd done hit Tiny for one.
Is it official? That
That's
he hit
what
Tiny?
I thought. I'm gonna be honest. When he
Is
dropped
it
the
official?
diss-
Is it official that he hit Tiny?
He
Or
may
he was
not
close
even
to
have
his
hit her.
lady.
You know, he just had his way with her, maybe. You know what I mean?
I think at one point he was saying that he hit her, but he retracted the statement.
Yeah. I mean, she was in the big boy mansion for sure.
Yeah, when she should have been.
Right.
Yeah. So my thing is like when he dropped the diss track, I was thinking that thing like, oh, this is like I'm gonna use this strategically to get back at Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is like he got another meaning for this shit, not just like oh he a clown. But y'all think Floyd a clown for the Gucci shit?
I don't agree with what Floyd is doing, but I also don't disagree with him. Like this whole thing with the Gucci, like. I'm glad we haven't. Have we addressed even this black issue shit? I mean,
not really.
Blackface.
Not really.
Nah, let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
We got to pick and choose. Like, well, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're picking and choosing when we want to be upset or offended by it. Like, it's almost like when we make light of shit. You know what I mean? It's a go. You know what I mean? Cool. But another company. A white company, you know what I mean, they put something out and try to capitalize off of it. Or even, you know, bring light to the situation. Like, we never necessarily gave Gucci a chance to say, like, we want to bring light to this era of what took place. We want to shine light on it and give people a chance to do their history and research. We're donating certain amount of proceeds. Like, we never, like, we just seen it. And was outraged, you know, and of course, Gucci is wrong. You know what I mean? On one hand, we can say, yes, they're wrong for even putting out them type of images. It's still a sensitive topic. But this whole, we shutting them down, we boycotting them.
I feel you.
You got to make it make sense all the way across the board. Like, because the shit that we picking and choosing to do, like, I'm feeling like if T.I., like, you should be going at everybody in the industry right now. Like, you know what I mean? There's mad niggas that's still in Gucci. There's mad niggas that's still... I think if anybody he should be at their neck, he should be at Meek's neck. Like, I don't like Meek running around with Bob Kraft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not to get off the Gucci shit, but Bob Kraft is a proud sponsor of Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. You know what I mean? But
and I'm tired of like, so Reese, I'm glad you brought that up. Because I'm tired of seeing that fucking meme of him wearing the championship chain.
I ain't seen the meme.
Robert Klatt.
I seen it with the chain, but what's the
So
name?
like, he was wearing it like after the Super Bowl, and he was also wearing it at the All-Star weekend. And we get so happy about that shit.
Geeked about that shit. Like, I think he's clowning us. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I just, like, my thing with
when he came out, he was dancing with Cardi B.
Yeah, that shit, like, and who encouraged that? Meek did. You know, Meek pushed him out there, but I'm thinking, like, T.I., like, I get that you got a personal beef with Floyd,
and that's what
but it's a lot of niggas who you could be pointing out. Like, even at that Rock Nation brunch, motherfucking Casanova showed up in Gucci head to toe and tagged that shit on his page. You know what I mean? Like, now he tried to play it, spin it like he didn't know what was going on at the time, what Gucci had did, but I'm like, nigga,
you talking about it's the Dapper Dan. It was the Dapper Dan edition.
Yeah. But that's another angle. We got Dapper Dan that's in there now with Gucci. Like, so if we shut down Gucci, we shutting him down. Yeah. And that was Floyd's angle. Like, y'all talking about Gucci, but he said the key ring, I forgot, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the umbrella company that has all that shit, Balenciaga, all this shit that falls up under it, like, y'all niggas are still wearing that. That's, you know what I mean? Like, so my thing with T.I. is that, like, it looks more from my perspective as a personal beef. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I definitely thought.
You know, but
I mean, when I heard it, I mean, can't front, the beat was hard.
Mm-hmm. The song is hard to me.
Yeah, he was spit, like, I understood, but also too, like, I mean, I definitely feel like it's coming from a personal place.
Yeah,
because of the past history of the two.
The lady was getting played with, and I mean that's why we can't pick and choose.
It's just that's just been the whole thing these last couple of years. Like I said, this whole it's like we be looking for a reason to be outraged and boycott, but a lot of these people that's doing all this stuff, first of all, y'all not even wearing the brand anyway. Like I feel like a lot of times people just want to align themselves with something just to say.
To speak on it. Like, I got a couple Gucci pieces, but I'm not about to involve myself with it. Like, okay, I want to have some knowledge of it, but I'm off it.
And I just feel like we put way more energy, and that's just people as a whole, like we put way more energy on negative shit than we do on positive shit.
It's
so
easier,
like,
bro.
yeah,
it's
so,
easier to shit on something than give it props.
Yeah, so like when something negative going on, like people want to keep spinning the story for weeks and weeks and weeks, but then when something positive going on, like we not putting that same energy, or when something negative going on, instead of not acknowledging it, because a lot of times with shit going on, people wouldn't even know if people didn't bring light to the situation.
And I'm glad you even said that, because at the end of the day, and I've been reading comments, it's like, all right, T.I., on the strength of you trying to bring awareness to what Gucci is doing, you tearing down another one of our heroes. You know what I mean? Floyd, like, now, he may not be a hero to many people, but in some eyes he is. He's still one of ours. Like, we done forgot what the mission is. Like, now we up here fighting with each other, amongst each other about this brand. You know, it's done turned into black on black. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we can't allow Floyd and his buffoonery to go without being checked.
Yeah. I feel like
We have to check our own sometime, right?
Yeah, I mean, when fuck shit takes place, we gotta call out fuck shit. You know?
Him and Adrian Broner.
Adrian Broner, yeah, they be on some bullshit. Like, but I just don't think. If the nigga wear Gucci, he wear Gucci. Like,
but it's what like.
He did today was crazy.
What did he do, Reese? I don't know.
He put up a post today and Gucci head to toe. It was the Dapper Dan shit, you know, but it was from head to toe. And Dapper Dan is backing him on everything. So I mean, he's playing one hand like shit. Like, I'm the nigga that was holding Dapper Dan down, you know, through all this when the rappers wasn't fucking with him no more. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Des. Like,
no, I was just saying, like, when everything's when it first broke, TMZ called him. He could have just declined TMZ and did his thing.
Right.
He didn't have to be like, so that was my gripe with Floyd. Is just like, all right, if you want to continue to support Gucci, cool, whatever. But you didn't have to go on TMZ and be like, fuck it, I'm going to Gucci, and like, you know what I'm saying, and like kind of make it like fuck what y'all niggas talking about. I'm gonna go spend my money at Gucci. He could have just Euro-stepped the whole TMZ shit and did his thing. You feel me? So I feel like that's the thing. If he didn't do that video, then we wouldn't even be talking about Floyd.
Floyd a clown.
But them antics in that video is why Floyd is who he is. That's right. His whole career has been off of that.
Right, you're right. So do we excuse it because that's what his career is built on?
We just leave it alone. Like, you know, like we let Floyd be Floyd. That's why I said it's more so personal. Like, because of all people that T.I., like, you know what you gonna get from Floyd if you try to call him out on some shit. Like, Floyd's gonna tell you, like, I'm my own boss, I'm my own man, I've been doing what I want to do, and I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like, and he gonna also talk about how a lot of this shit the niggas talk about, that's what he actually do. You know what I mean? So, like I said, T.I.'s angle was more so personal, and that's probably why I'm not as behind it, because he didn't go at multiple niggas. It was just really directed at Floyd.
I feel you.
Fair enough.
I'm be honest.
What you think about, Trey?
I don't wear Gucci, so I don't like. I never wore that shit. That's not me. Y'all know me, like. So I like. Do I think the song is dope? I like the song. Do I think he's a hypocrite?
Song wasn't crazy as y'all try to make it seem like.
No, it ain't crazy. I mean, it was cool
Bro,
though.
I didn't say it was crazy.
Cool,
I said I like the song.
But I mean, but it definitely can't. But
hold on, Des. I saw on Twitter that you said the verse was crazy, so I'm addressing that by saying that the verse was mid.
I probably didn't say it was crazy, but I just don't think the song was bad. Like, I don't think it was whack.
It was cool. The song wasn't whack at all. Like,
yeah, it just came from a personal page.
Yeah, I think
I was excited when I saw you say that. I was like, I'm gonna check.
But
this
I
out.
don't want nobody to like. It's nothing wrong with T.I. having personal feelings towards Floyd either. Like, I get that.
He just used the jig.
That's the thing. Like, my whole thing, and I've been saying this about T.I. for a minute, even outside of this Floyd shit. Like, I just don't feel like T.I. is moving as genuine as he tries to portray shit.
Nah, nigga, he trying to keep his name out there.
I don't even think it's necessarily just trying to keep his name out there. It's just trying to attach yourself to something.
So you feel like he's more of a. You feel like he's kind of like an opportunist.
I do.
Like ambulance chasing almost. Like it was a great opportunity for him to, like, any opportunity that he can diss Floyd, he does.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely with that. But I just think it's a lane for, you know what I mean. And when we had this conversation, it kind of like it's hard to have it because it's almost like I'm saying that T.I. shouldn't speak up on, shit that's oppressing us or, negative situations that affect us as a community. I'm not saying that. Like, anybody got a right to speak on it. But I'm saying for him to, I think he's just making it personal. That's all.
Yeah, I do too. Speaking of motherfuckers arguing, did y'all watch the Monique Steve Harvey shit?
I did. I peeped it.
Like, I watched the clip, so I didn't watch the whole thing.
I seen it 7 minutes. I seen it.
But people felt like, like Steve was like really disrespecting her and was like wild aggressive.
Before I seen my son's post, I was on Steve Harvey's side. And then, I went and, of course everybody's probably referring to that Muhammad Ali video, what I mean? Like using that as reference. But what Steve said, now looking back at it, it was almost on some, do what the master say, to play the game, man. She shouldn't do that. Is her approach wrong? Yeah, like, what I mean? But
is her intentions good?
I don't think so. See, that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm torn on it. Cause
you torn?
I don't think her intentions was good, but I also think that, she's not wrong.
And I feel like both of them are right. I feel like what Steve Harvey was trying to say to her makes sense. He like, yo, the way you being in these rooms, you gotta relax and play the game to a certain extent. But then I also understand where Monique's coming from.
I'm gonna be me.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's a catch-22. I definitely feel like I hear what Monique is saying, but also too, but that's the thing too, is like I feel like anytime she does these interviews, like she can't even answer her own questions. Like, well, people ask her like, well, what is it that you want? Is it about the money? Is it about the equality? And it's like she kind of always like.
See, I don't think she can answer that question because the thing that's in her way, Des, like to be all the way honest, is Tiffany Haddish. She can't say that should be me when it should be, but she would really get vilified if she say that should be my spot. So
somebody took my spot, but she
what I mean? Like, because
now she looks
Monique
like
has
black
put in the
down.
fucking right, so she can't win. But Monique done put in the fucking work, and out of nowhere, not to discredit Tiffany, but we've seen Monique's work. Like we know her resume. But
Tiffany came in as the hot girl all of a sudden, and like we always say, we live in a social media era where everything just bubbles real quick.
So, what I mean? It's a
product of that.
And that's the thing. Like, I guess, in Monique's mind, like, now I don't know how she feels personally, with Tiffany, or even if they have a relationship. It would be cool if they just appeared somewhere together, if they had a talk. Like, they may have already had it. But that's the way that the black community do. Like, we pit people against each other so much that we can't never get to those positions that we should be in because... Jay-Z, Nas,
Jeezy, Ross,
Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. You know what I mean? Like, nah, they ain't even big enough. Pause.
Troll.
But, you trying.
Troll.
But LeBron, Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Prime example how this shit always goes on. Like, we can't just enjoy our greats and they all be greats. It got to be like, who's the best? Who did this? Who did that?
Hey, low key though, like she won an Oscar, didn't she?
For Oscar, for Precious.
Hey, she's supposed to flex. Niggas is mad at her.
But that's the thing is like, I understand Monique's. I understand why she gets upset because like I have the credentials,
right.
I've put in the work, right? But like I said, when people ask her like, well, what do you want? She never really, like, if you watch the interview, she never really answers the question. It's like, is it about the bread? Is it about, like, what is it about? And just on Steve Harvey, she was saying inequality, like, basically. It's like, she's saying that she's fighting for women, but really, are you really fighting for women, or are you fighting for yourself? You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. I'm torn in between the two, right? Like, I understand what Monique is saying. I understand what Steve Harvey is saying. But it's like, Steve, like, I hear you, but basically what you saying is, I ain't fucking up nothing.
Right, I'm trying to get
for y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I took from it.
You know what I mean? Like, I got to get this bag. I'm not doing
Family Feud checks can't stop.
Yeah,
I got a question. Has Steve groomed somebody else to be like the next Steve? Like and I say that in the vein of like, we look at Hot 97 with Ebro and we always say like, who's the next? Like, y'all don't got nobody coming. Like, so has Steve put anybody in those positions?
Nah.
that we could think of.
See,
like,
but that's Hollywood too, though. Like,
I don't think a lot of people do though, Trav.
yeah, like they like to keep the familiar faces around. That's why you can look up All-Star Weekend and still see Luda on your TV or during NBA All-Star or NFL Super Bowl shit like that, because he's a household name. Crowd from or facial recognition. You know what I mean? So that Hollywood game is a different game. Like, they're going to go with the name, the face or the
once
popular.
you get in that door,
you know what I mean?
You do not want to go back out that motherfucker, dog.
But no, I don't think he's groomed anybody. Like, and I don't think comedy is about grooming nobody. Like, it's not too many people that do that. I know Martin, not Martin, but Eddie Murphy kind of groomed Martin, gave Martin, or who was it? Was it Eddie Murphy that gave Martin a chance, or he gave Chris Rock a chance? Eddie Murphy gave Chris Rock a chance.
Yeah.
In the Nutty Professors and all that. Not Dave Chappelle. I'm sorry. Is that who it was?
What?
Who Eddie Murphy gave a chance to? Dave Chappelle?
I don't know. One of them.
It might have been, but I know he's done it for a couple of the prominent, comedians out there. So the comedian game is kind of like a one-man band, you know what I mean? So it ain't too many of them that's bringing the next one up, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I just hate, that.
I think what it comes down to though, Reese, I think niggas don't fuck with her husband.
Yeah, I mean, niggas keep saying that. Like, her husband's her manager, right?
Right, and because I think that what she's doing or what she was doing is not different from what Kevin Hart was doing when he was telling the movie theaters, like, if you want me to post you on my social media, you got to pay me.
And he was getting paid for hella tweets, bro.
And people was mad at him for saying that. And the emails came out when they was talking shit about him, but he's still thriving. Monique is saying, hey, I'm not about to travel around on my own dime promoting the movie. That's what the problem was.
Yeah,
because she keeps falling out with Lee Daniels and shit.
That was because it was one of the movies.
And they, she was supposed to be Cookie on Empire, but they went to Taraji or whatnot, which was a great choice. What's up, baby?
Look at Thick.
Yeah,
Look at Thick. Hey, I know. We talking about the cancel culture, and we cancel Kells, but there's supposed to be a new tape.
I knew that was coming.
Hey.
It's too many tapes floating around for one to not pop up.
Kells, this new tape is supposed to be the one to put them under. Finally,
it will.
So
yeah,
Kells,
I mean, ever since the Surviving R. Kelly document, like we said, and I told y'all, he didn't have much longer. You know what I mean? It's just like he's just a sick man. Like, there really ain't too much more we can say about Kells. And like Blake said, I would hope that he's not that dumb to where this is something new. They probably just done found the stash, or somebody might have been sitting on it because they said it was a VHS, right?
It's an old tape.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, when they got you against the ropes like this, it's kind of hard to come back. You know what I mean? And like you said, the Surviving R. Kelly series was like it was really the nail in the coffin, and then this tape is really just going to just put it, throw it under for real. Yeah. It's an old tape. CNN reported like they actually got to see the tape, and
they was explaining the tape and everything, dog. It was
like talking about the mo on his back and shit. I keep seeing that like that. We know it's him because of the mo.
Nigga, they said his face is in there. They had when they was describing what they saw on the tape, bro, it was like. It was disgusting, dog. It was disgusting. Like, I can't even repeat it. Like, I don't even want to repeat it.
Surprised he ain't fled the country yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, Kells, like, we can't do nothing but pray for Kells and, just let God handle that. Like,
yeah, Kells is done.
Heaven, I need her. You know what I mean? It's a rap for your boy.
That's my shit. I'm just counting. Trav cut me off twice. I just want y'all to know. Like, bro. Yes, bro.
That's funny.
We just keep it track of that suit too.
I don't put the counter up. You gotta keep numbers.
I'll just be like, all right, go ahead, Trav.
My bad, bro. Since we talk about me, let's go ahead and address. Let's talk about me.
What's up?
Let's talk about how y'all say I can't or I shouldn't drink on the show.
Can I start this off?
Let's talk about it.
Can I start off?
Do you want to build a?
Yes.
Because I want to make sure it's clear before we start doing this.
Yes, it's clear.
One thing that you don't have is a problem with alcohol.
Right.
I want to make sure that's known before we start this conversation.
No one ever insinuated that either. Like,
no, I want to talk about it because it's definitely been brought up multiple times.
When I saw it on the outline, I didn't want that to be misconstrued.
The thing is that you can't control your liquor. Once you get that, you know, that drink in you, you get to feeling good. And I'm gonna be honest.
I want to get y'all point of view.
We normally have, you know, young ladies in the building. You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, of course, that's going to enhance things. You may have something nice sitting next to you or in front of you. You know what I mean? And you got the drink in your system, and we talking real salacious. You know what I mean?
He's like Ross for
Talk about it. I want y'all to say everything y'all got to say.
You know, so I can see why, you know, alcohol does different things to different people. Me, you know, I'm going to fall back. I'm going to chill. I'm going to be low. You going to get all, yo, you know, this, you going to get
He's going to get
this,
angry for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how you do with it. So, I mean,
You said I get angry?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
I definitely don't.
So you in denial about it. Like,
No.
how we going to talk about it if you...
No,
I wouldn't say you get angry.
Aggressive.
Like, you get super aggressive.
You get aggressive.
You know, you have this different type of energy that overtakes you. Aggressive energy, like to where it's like, damn, calm down, my nigga. You know, like we good in here. Ain't nothing going on like that. But it's like it's whatever with anybody. You know what I mean? Like you laughing when you saying it, but it's like, did we miss something? Did the nigga tell us this on site?
Did the nigga bump into my nigga? What's going on?
So yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think it's not a hindrance to what we're doing or nothing like that. But I just think for the most part, like we all need to be, you know, clear-minded when we doing this show. Like I already done said that I'm not gonna get, you know, buzzed like that no more doing no show because I was just out of the last show. Like I was on chill mode.
Yeah, people definitely was like, damn, Reese was out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, to make it clear, Trav, and Blaze, and Reese, you know, where you know you're definitely not an alcoholic.
Right.
You don't even drink like that for real. People know you like you really don't drink like that. You know what I mean? Like my man
does.
He's a social drinker. Like Trav is either going to drink or he's not going to drink. Like there's no in between with Trav. It's either he's not going to have a drink or he's going to have a drink. You feel what I'm saying? And Trav is already like when he's around people that he loves, he's going to automatically be and excited. So he don't even need alcohol to be excited and happy. Right. But when he gets drunk, it enhances it. You know what I mean? So he's going to be extra happy and excited, which is cool. But then also too, it's going to trigger those other parts of Trav it's going to trigger his other parts that, you know, the freak bag. It's going to trigger the nigga, I'll beat a nigga up in here, real ab Trav. You know what I mean? It's going to trigger other components of Trav. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
my RH.
you know, but like, nah, it's cool. But also too, like Reese said, you know, that's why, if you notice, like I don't really drink as much and stuff like that on the show because you know I want to have a clear mind and you know we are you know we got something special here. You know whether at times I feel like we kind of like overlook it because like we've been doing it for a while and you know we don't really be understanding the impact and the people that you know that tune into us every week, but we do, and I just want to give the best product possible out there, and I don't want.
You don't want me to be drunk on the show.
It ain't even you. It's just us as a unit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? As a unit, because you know I feel like last show, like Reese said, like Reese barely spoke, and there was a couple times where I was ready for Reese to get in his bag and kind of you know question the ladies on some of the things that they were saying and challenge the ladies. Like you know the listeners listen for that type of stuff from Reese, and you know there was a lot of things, but. At the end of the day, you good, Trav. But see, I don't want to talk about this because, like,
I wanted to talk about it
because you know people already say that me and Reese jump you.
It's the running narrative.
No, I wouldn't have brung it up if I didn't want to talk about it. I mean, we share everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of things.
Yeah, we transparent.
We missed one big one last show too. I forgot which one it was, but yeah.
So how do you feel, Blaze?
I think it's super important. For you to be sharp because you are the moderator of the show. And I feel like, first of all, let's just take into account last show. 6 people on the show is ridiculous.
Outrageous.
It's ridiculous.
And we agree we're not doing that.
And I didn't have headphones on, so I couldn't even tell that people was over talking and having side conversations. And so as a moderator, it's Trav's job to kind of rein everybody back in every once in a while. And because he wasn't as sharp, he wasn't able to do it as well as he usually does. I don't think it's a big issue, but you know, in our group, see, listeners understand this. In our group, and Kent told me this too. He was like, "Y'all don't really let a sucker shit slide on y'all show. Not that you were doing no sucker shit.
Nah.
Just in general.
lit.
No, I mean, we don't let shit, like, we hold each other accountable on this show.
And we all super critical of each other, personally and as a unit. So
this is what we're kind of, and that's why Trav's bringing this up, because he wants to give y'all like a look into our chat. Sometimes our chat or our conversations, even before the show, are uncomfortable.
A little intervention, like the nigga on City High.
Oh, that nigga was wild.
I just think when I start to drink, I think I'm a happy drunk. Like that's who I am. I'm a happy drunk. I'm already a natural. I'm a lush. Yeah, probably. I'm a happy drunk, and I'm already a touchy-feely type of person anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always, like, I'm already that anyway.
I don't really get that from you, but okay.
Because you're not that type of person. Like,
and you don't be at the table with us. Like, he get to doing
he gonna hit you with the Uncle Trav.
But that's just me. As far as, like, being angry, like, I'm not angry, but I'm, in my mind, I'm always on go. Like, sober, drunk, whatever, I'm always on go. And that's just who I am, you know what I'm saying? Because I just always felt like I should be, like, growing up. I always had to be that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
shout out to 740.
Definitely shout out to North, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely just wanted to bring it to the show. I know we got a couple DMs about it, like, damn, Travis drunk, or he was slurring his words, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just have to be, like, I need to hear that, because if y'all wouldn't have said nothing, we would, you know what I'm saying? I'll be right now, like, shit, let's get into it, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to thank y'all for bringing that to my attention. I know I'm not a drunk, like, I'm not a drunk, like,
not at all.
No, not at all.
And the liquor's going to be a part of the show. It's a good way to ease, tension, or to ease the guests up, you know what I mean? To get them feeling comfortable, like, you know what I mean? It's like, so don't do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to have a drink, like, we're going to have drinks. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not, like, I was completely under the influence that last show, like, you know what I mean? And then, we got personal shit, that be going on. So I mean,
and Reese brought something to the table that I kind of underestimated. You know what I mean? Just because, like, we've been doing this show a year and some change now, and we've had some success, or what may have. A lot of people like what we got going on, but like, like we always talk about all the time, it's not like we're not looking for sympathy or anything like that, but like we are truly a self-contained unit. Like, we don't have a promotional team behind this. We don't have management. We don't have none of that. So like, we literally have to do everything. Like, we got to book our own events. We got to find the venues. We got to promote. We got to, you know what I'm saying? And we're dealing with, and it's 4 members, and we're all equal partners, you know what I mean? And we got families, and we work 9-to-5 jobs. So so we don't get the luxury of other people to really, like, I wish, and I feel like that day's going to come real soon, that we could devote most of our day into just doing the podcast. Because if we could do that, the podcast would be on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? But we really, like, we literally be on at work, and we got to try to get texts off and try to get posts off. And the shit is hard. You know what I mean? So, I say that to say, hey, if you want to help us at what we're talking about to keep this show rolling, like, please.
We take all the help we can get.
That's a serious offer. Like, I mean, if you see, like, hey, I can help them out now, we're not going to pay you.
Because we're not getting paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, everything we've done up until this point has come out our own pocket. Right. You know what I mean? And once again, we're not saying that we're not looking for sympathy. Like, we know what we signed up for. And we just really want to continue to give y'all the best product possible.
We might need to do like a Cash App or something. Like, if we throw something out there, like,
y'all gonna support the GoFundMe?
You know what I mean? Like, donate to the cause. You know what I mean? Like, fuck with your boys. You know what I mean? Like, we may throw something out there. Y'all giving Cash Apps to people just to give it to them. Like, give it to a good cause. You know what I mean? Like,
we independent, black owned, and we bout it.
You know what I mean?
And our content is tremendous.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So we say that to say this.
Support your own.
Right, and I kind of want to touch on, I know this wasn't really in the subject, but let's talk about it a little bit. You know what I mean?
What we talking about this?
What we talking about?
Trav hit an interesting point about how everybody is in competition. Right? And I see there's a lot of things that are moving and shaking around in the city. And I feel like some of us compete with each other And we don't have to fucking compete with each other because we are doing different things. We might have similar consumer base, but we're not really in competition. We can really further things if we helped each other. But I feel like the problem is, you know, people feel like, oh, well, my brand is bigger than theirs, and they trying to jack my wave, and this, that, and the third. And we have a hard time with coming together to make shit happen. But we are quick to run to establishments, run and link up with people that really don't give a fuck about us, don't care about our culture. All they want is that dollar, but we gonna do it because we feel like we need the look or we need the space. So we gonna and that shit is whack to me. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Like we conform and we're quick to link up with motherfuckers that don't care about us. They don't even know what the fuck we do. It's just like, oh, y'all got XYZ. Okay, y'all can do it, but y'all got to do it under these guidelines. Y'all can't play this. Y'all can't say that. Y'all can't wear this. Y'all can't wear that. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, but if we started coming together and started doing shit where we have like-minded fan base, we do like-minded shit. Let's come together.
Make it make sense.
Make a smaller situation an even bigger situation to create a bigger impact. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, it may not pop off super tremendously how we want it, but what we also underestimate is there's a lot of people that look up and are watching us. So we may never reap the benefit. I learned a long time ago that the pioneers never get the credit, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've come to a place where I'm like, I'll probably never really get everything that I feel like I deserve, and I'm fine with that. But before I leave this earth, if I'm able to pass something on or somebody come up to me and be like, look, because of I seen you doing this and because of what you did, I took it, ran with it, and made it bigger, I did my job.
Yeah, salute me.
See, Dez, it's funny you say that because, so the first confession is that I'm probably the most competitive on our show, even more competitive than Trav, and people think that's crazy.
And this is true. Blaze is
like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not fucking with your podcast. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. But I understand what Dez is saying.
But I'm not saying like, all right, like I mean I'm not even saying, but like you'll have like a party promoter feel like they in competition with our podcast. Why?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's combine and do something together. You know what I'm saying?
I want to explain to you why, though. I feel like on this show, I thought about this week, too. It's funny you said that. I feel like we are a group, a 4-man crew, that has been underrated and undervalued in a field that we've participated in before. And I feel like we're finally getting some just due with this show, which is why I'm so protective and so competitive, because Trav is Mr. I've been undervalued. That's why you're never going to try to play me. I can look at Dez and say instances where that's happened. Reese the same, and myself for sure. And I think that's the reason why we get all the smoke that we sometimes get.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But I agree with you, Dez.
No, yeah, I agree because, you know what I'm saying, you know,
we need our credit, my nigga.
Yeah, we definitely need our credit.
Yeah, I need all that.
We definitely need our credit, and I'm just tired of watching niggas with power and influence conform to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why are we settling for shit? Why are we settling in places that don't want us? You know what I mean? Like, why are we continuing to promote and do our events and bring our crowd to clubs that don't want us in their clubs? Why are we continuing to promote and do shit into these places that don't want us? All they want is our dollar. You know what I'm saying? And then they bring you in there, they suck you into a situation, and then what they start doing is month by month, they pick apart your situation to where they take away the value of your situation. So then what happens is when you want to leave, it's not going to matter. They've already took all the swag out of you. So now you feel like you stuck into the situation because you done poured so much into it. You feel like, I don't want to walk away from it because I'm a lose whatever. But fuck that. If you push the needle, if you dictate what's going on, the people are following you. They're not following this fucking building. So if you ain't getting your just due, if you ain't getting your proper shit, fuck conforming because, oh, this is downtown and we want to stay downtown. And fuck that. Fuck that. Take your shit and go somewhere where they're gonna appreciate. So that's
Franklin in his bag right now.
I'm just saying. So because like I said, it took me years, and then I finally got to a place where it's like, I get it, bro. I understand where I'm at, in my life right now. I understand that I'm probably never going to be the fan favorite. I'm probably never going to get the proper just due because I won't play the game. You know what I'm saying? I won't conform to the bullshit. I won't play the game. I'm not gonna throw on the clown nose and dance around and jive and all that shit. Like, fuck that. I'm cool because I gotta be able to go home and sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? So if I gotta conform to please the masses and to be like, oh well, I'm not really feeling this, but I want to be in these inner circles, so I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. But I really know it's bullshit. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? And it took me years to be like, you know what I mean? Like, it took me years to accept it. I used to be upset and be wanting to like conform, but every time I'm ready to give it up, something always happens, right? So obviously I'm doing something right. So all I'm saying is that I just hate to see my niggas that's in power, that got influence, that's making shit shake in the city, and I'm watching them fall under situations that are jigs, and they falling for the bullshit, and they get stuck in the bullshit because they feel like, well, if I don't, then I ain't gonna be able to do something, and that's wrong, bro. That's not. It's wrong.
Do y'all think conforming or following the norm or don't want to shake the fence or whatever, is that a form of like mental health things? Like, is that like mentally you scared to lose? Like, you know what I'm saying? Think people scared to lose, so they don't want to jump out the line, basically, Reese? You see what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily think it's a mental situation. I think more so it's like it's been the norm. I can only speak for Columbus, Ohio. So in Columbus, Ohio, it's been the blueprint for so long that niggas don't want to recreate the blueprint. Yeah. Right? Like if you like look at this shit, Trav. Look at come on, Trav. You've been out here for a long time. But I'm saying you've been out here for a long time, Trav, right? And even the up and coming, what are they doing? They're still following the old blueprint, the old rules, these old stigmas. And it's like, bro, you don't need them. They need you.
Yeah. And that's why like with the podcast, it's like kind of new in Columbus, right? Like a couple of people been doing it, like, you know what I'm saying, like been for some years, but it's still like new.
But podcast as an industry is just new to the world. Like it's new to everybody.
So you know everything we do, I feel like we setting. As far as the black people go, like we
pioneers, bro. We
pioneers.
We pioneers. We probably never gonna really get to kick it off like we want, but you know.
I think we're saying the same thing, Des. But I think we just got two different perspectives. My perspective is I'm saying, fuck that. We gonna take our credit. Like we've gone so long where we didn't get the credit as a collective. I'm over that shit. Now that we got influence and all this shit going on, nah, niggas gonna pay the homage that we deserve. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Reese, I mean, I know Reese don't want to speak on it, but you know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
No.
I mean, y'all said it all. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what's understood don't gotta be explained.
All right, so, but when I was bringing up mental health, the reason why I like some people do be scared to jump out the line, some start their own trail, you know what I'm saying? But what I was thinking about mental health, like, do y'all think that like it's being abused? Do y'all feel like the topic is being abused? Like everything is problematic, everything is mental health, everything is toxic. Like I feel like that shit is being abused, and I feel like we're not even supposed to like. Me saying it is a problem, like right now, but I feel like
it's just too much self-diagnosing going on. You know what I mean? Like
it's bothering me, bro.
And what it is that everything is trendy now.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
That's how I feel.
If you can hashtag it, you know, people gonna run it to the ground, and that's just the day and age we live in now. Like we just gotta accept it. Like as much as it can bother us, like you know what I mean. Like that's what we know as of now. That's what our kids is only going to know. It's like you know, times just changed. Like we learned how to write in cursive in school. You know what I mean? Like our kids look at us now, like what is that? You know what I mean? Like it's just where we at with it. You know, the times done change. The mental health shit, niggas is, you know, taking advantage of it. Like, it's almost to where now you can do some wild shit.
Nigga say E40 rapping cursive.
I saw that.
And, you know, niggas can do some wild shit and then, you know, they can chalk it up to mental health. Or we can see some crazy shit and they chalk it up to mental health. You know what I mean? Like,
I just feel like everything is fucking problematic. You go outside and it's fucking problematic. you walk in a club with 4 niggas. Y'all niggas is toxic. Like what the fuck? Like I said hi to you, bitch. Like
say it again. I said hi to you. What?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's real though, because
bro.
like they don't even want you addressing women like as females no more. You're not even supposed to say females. Like that's
like you ain't supposed to say nothing. Like you supposed to like.
It's damn if you do, damn if you don't.
I feel like that shit's been thrown around way too much. Especially to the people that really got mental health issues. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? For a regular person, and most black people don't have mental health issues. They just broke. Because, you know what I'm saying? If you got money, you might be able to feel better about yourself.
Because money does alleviate a lot of things.
No, what I'm saying is, you so concerned about what's on the gram. Like, damn, I wish I was there. Damn, I wish I had that. Damn, I wish I had that.
Yeah, grams will make the expectations, and you know, it's taking a lot of the reality out of a lot of situations.
That's what I'm saying. Not like people don't, but you know what I'm saying. Like people feel away because they don't have. I don't have what Dez have, or I don't have what Reese has, so they feel bad about themselves, and that's not the case. Like you know what I'm saying.
But I mean, but to say most black people don't have mental health, they just broke. I feel like that's a wild statement because I feel like yes, there are a lot of mental health issues because of niggas' financial situation, right? So it's just like, all right, there's a big difference between a person living in the inner city and a person living in the suburbs. You know what I mean? So I get it, right? You can get caught up in the vanity.
Yeah,
but you can get caught up in the vanity of it. But outside of the vanity of it, there is a lot of like, there are people that, you know, watching people die and watching people be on drugs and shit like that. It's so normal to them. Like it's like that's all they know. But that's not normal though. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people that live in inner cities. They live in these neighborhoods where it's just like they're so used to people getting killed, where it's like they don't even feel nothing no more. It's kind of like, oh damn, that's crazy. Such and such got killed. Damn, that's crazy. They go on, and these are like kids. You know what I mean? Like 9 years old, and they just living life, and they just think like that's normal. Like it's normal to be on government assistance. It's normal for, all right, once you reach a certain age, I gotta hit the block and do this, that, and the third. And that's not the normal life that a child should have to come up under. You know what I'm saying?
And but if their parents have money, or if they was in a situation with money, like they wouldn't feel that way. That's you know what I'm saying. Like money would. But
it still don't take away from what's happening in the neighborhood, which can cause the mental, you know, effects or illnesses. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so yeah, being broke is not a mental illness, but being broke in that environment, is what can
being broke with no resources,
right?
Nigga, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you and I'm not saying like. And I'm not talking about the some super duper like you ain't got Jordans and stuff. I'm just talking about like the basic necessities. There's a lot of people that don't have the basic necessities, and they're kind of forced to live in situations where it's just like, even for an adult, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's children that are forced to live as adults.
Now, I will give you credit to some of what you were saying, Trav, because I've been, you know, throughout the country. Like Columbus is not as bad. You know what I mean? Like I've been to some places where it's like, this looks like third world. Even Detroit, you know what I mean? When I was out there, you know, or even some places in Miami, like some pockets up in there. Columbus, for the most part, you know what I mean? We got a couple places, but that's not really us that's in them places. Like that west side, the bottoms. That's not us.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't never want to.
I understand what you're saying.
You're talking about like kids and stuff. Like I'm talking about like an adults, like grown men that you know what I'm saying, see other grown men with shit and they feel like, damn, I ain't got that shit. Like,
and see, that's optional.
But I think that's the
go to work.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the vanity though. Like that's the vanity part.
And that's what I'm talking about. Not like growing up. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about like adults. Like 25-year-old men looking at other men like,
but also
I don't have that.
But also
like,
too, but
now I'm depressed because I don't have that. Like, no, you're not. You just.
But also too is but it's fucked up when you. That's what I'm saying. Like, but when you don't have the resources like others, it's kind of like you kind of fall into them traps because you feel like You don't have, it's easy. That's easier said than done. To be like, oh, nigga, you broke, go to work. But if you don't have the proper education, you don't know how to really construct the resume. You don't really know the resource. Yeah, I get it. We got the internet, shit like that. But there's a lot of people that just don't know where to go or how to get the shit done. So, or if you get caught up in the system, nigga, all right, you tell me to go get a job, but nigga, I got a felony. Wendy's won't even hire me. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be like, I gotta go to work.
But you gotta have some get up and go to yourself. You definitely do, because it's like you said, the resources is out there, and then a reason why this generation, why I feel they so spoiled, because
everything's
at the push of a button, you can go find what you need. You can, if a nigga that don't even gotta know how to spell, if you can almost sound it out, you can put that in Google, it'll translate what you trying to say and point you in that direction.
Friend,
you know what I mean? So I don't get this generation as much passes as I do the ones that came up. It's really started with us. Our generation really kicked off this whole internet, computer and all that, being computer savvy. The people before that, you just gotta be like, oh, it is what it is. They didn't come up with that. But this, from our age group on up, I'll say from the late 90s, early 2000s on up, there's really no excuse.
The millennials.
Yeah, the millennials, yeah.
Because that's what we are.
You should, you know what I mean? It's really, I understand there's certain situations that you can't get up out of, but I really feel like there's an answer to a lot of the questions that you have or that you seek. If you want it enough, you can get out there and piece something together. You know what I mean? It may not be, top of the line, but you can survive.
Since we low key in this bag, let me ask y'all a question. And this popped up today about single mothers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
Single mothers always claim they a single mother.
Matter of fact, we need to change that term.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you might not be with your kid's father.
You're just single.
Yeah.
For the record, Drake called himself a single father on Scorpion. Just for the record.
Did he?
I'm trash. But a lot of y'all.
Why would you push away someone that wants to be involved with the kid? That wants to provide for the kid.
That spite is
and what's the famous saying? You bite off your nose in spite of your face. You know what I mean? So it just never makes sense. And then to keep the kid from the parent, it just help me understand how that makes any sense.
Spite, man, because I feel like that's the only thing they had to hold on to.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck, ladies. There is a lot of whack ass niggas out there that feel like, I paid child support, so that be bothering me when niggas be saying that shit, because
that's not a real dad.
Child
support already for a reason.
I pay for child support, don't ask me for nothing else. Nigga, that's a wild statement.
Yeah,
that's a wild statement, bro. That's a wild statement, bro.
Sometimes it's self-care.
But I'm just saying that's a wild.
It sounds like Reese when you talking about Blake Griffin. That's what it sounds
now.
Hey, now 27 M's.
I'm gonna say now.
Sometimes it's self-care, man. Self-care.
Now
I don't want to see that kid ever again.
Fuck them kids.
Hold on, I'm just saying. I'm talking
from Michael Jordan.
Right.
I'm talking from a regular nigga perspective. Now
I'm joking.
Fuck them kids.
So many celebrities what they paying in child support, nigga. Niggas ain't seen that in a lifetime. So it's
kid off.
But I'm saying though, for a regular nigga, sometimes you're getting off the hook cheaper by just paying child support. Yeah. And then you mad about that?
Self-care, bro.
Nigga, if all she asking for you to do is pay child support and she telling you don't do shit else and you got a gripe about that, that's kind of wild to
me. Some
me.
niggas again took up top with child support.
Let me let you in on something. Like I said, I'm not in the system on child support, but you can avoid a lot of this if your woman wanted or your ex wanted to run downtown on you and try to do that. If you're already working and you got insurance for those kids already or kid, whatever it may be, the judge may look at her we may need to put you on child support because he's doing his part. You know what I mean? So fellas, I would advise if you have kids and you're working, put them on your insurance. You know, get policies for these kids. You know, because that's going to be one of the main things that they're looking at off rip. Like, because that's what child support is supposed to really establish, you know, care for the kid. Yeah. So if you already got your ducks in a row and you taking care of the critical shit, you know what I mean, you're going to probably be in good hands, and they more likely going to throw that out. You know what I mean?
Pause.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it ain't my life. You know, God bless those that go through it. But you know, it's a double-edged sword. But I do feel like a lot of women. I don't want to say. I'm sorry. I don't want to say a lot of women. I want to say some women out there.
Some women.
They kind of, you know, they kind of come off. You know, it's a little. They're a little spiteful. They're a little mad at the situations.
Spite is
and it's like, all right, nigga. If I can't have you, can't nobody have you. You feel what I'm saying? So. We going, you know, I'm going to make your life harder instead of let's just co-parent.
Let's co-parent.
It's disappointing, man.
Let's co-parent because at the end of the day, like Reese said, at the end of the day, you're only hurting the child in the long run.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if you got a man that's trying to be involved. Now, if you got a man that ain't doing his job, by all means, do what you got to do.
And then also, ladies, I get too, sometimes, you know, the father or even fellas, like I only want to keep putting this on us. Sometimes the woman ain't shit and she in a bad position, but for the most part, it's normally the guys. I get it, ladies. Like if you got your kid's father and he don't live in an ideal situation or his household ain't intact, I wouldn't send the kid over there either.
No,
you know, so I get
absolutely
that.
Not.
You know what I mean? So it's all circumstantial. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
case by case.
Yeah,
it's case by case.
So
But
I don't want the women to feel like we're bashing them, but it is a couple of y'all that take advantage of this shit, and you make it hard for a lot of the other women who are doing it right. You know what I mean? So that's all we really speak
right.
about.
It's case by case. It's case by case. But I'm saying if you have a situation where you have a man that he's got his, you know, he's got his shit together for the most part, don't hold the child hostage for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, because kids need their father too. They do.
So factor.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying if it's, I mean, right, it's case by case, Blaze. It's case by case.
I'm just saying, like, I can, like, y'all probably wouldn't imagine this, but I can relate on some level. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a time where, you know, stuff was a little rocky, and Father's Day came around, and, you know, I didn't get this, you know what I mean? So I can understand on both aspects.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because like, that's the thing is like, especially when child start getting to that age where they can like comprehend shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like sometimes, you know,
they only can work that when the kids is young. Like.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes parents on both ends, that you know, the father and the mother, you know, they kind of, or whatever your situation is, because let's you know, let's not forget.
Don't leave out the.
Yeah, let's not forget, you know. But whatever your situation is.
The Jusse Smellers.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes they think Trav crazy, man. You know, they feel like, oh, the kid is only 4, they don't really know what's going on, but like they might not, but they might not understand to the full extent, but they can process certain things, right? You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, man, don't put your kid in a fucked up situation if you don't have to.
You know what I mean? That's really the point that we trying to nail home here.
On both sides.
On both sides.
Yeah, on both sides.
Because you don't want to hear some ill shit. Want to hear some ill shit?
Because I know women gonna come out her neck.
Listen, I've never even laid eyes on my stepchildren's dad before in my life.
Damn.
In 16 years.
That's crazy.
So that tells you what type of individual he is. So it's on both sides.
No, but that's what I'm saying, because there is some whack niggas out there.
Some whack niggas, and there's some great stepdads and great stepmoms. So at the end of the day, man, like, I know a lot of the times kids come and, you know, they don't ask to be here. You know, it's not ideal situations, but
don't make the kids suffer.
And this goes back to what we was talking about. You know, if you don't want those mental health problems or issues to kick in, like, it starts early. You know what I mean? It starts with the parenting. So
self-care.
You know, try to keep them situations ideal for the youth, for the generation, for the new. Whatever.
I'm with you. Real quick, I've been seeing this floating around the timeline, and this is actually a question for the ladies, our lady listeners, and it's not nothing wild. Niggas thought it was gonna be my bad, but ladies don't like Good Morning Texas no more.
They don't, man. They don't got
ladies don't like Good Morning Texas no more.
I done seen shit on the thing like don't good morning me, beautiful to death, or don't what you
I'm,
doing me to
bro,
death. Like,
like,
it's like, God
it's always,
damn,
and it's
like,
always. I keep seeing this one. It's always good morning, but it's never here's some money.
Yeah, it's this new shit that they got going on now.
It's always this, but it's never no Cash App. It's always this, but it's never no new bag. Like what? Like
it's just.
I want somebody who has that perspective to come on this show.
They don't ever be honest enough to really like.
Because I want to insert them
a whole buck
into the blender.
But again, like I said, I know I say this about everything, but it's just the times that we in now, man. Like it's just this whole.
So what y'all saying is this though? Explain this to me. Even from the nigga that they want the text from, they don't want the good morning text?
Necessarily.
They don't want the good morning beautiful text.
A lot of women are entertaining so many dudes that.
This what the game is?
They're getting annoyed with the niggas that they don't want to entertain, but at some point they was involved with the nigga or they gave the nigga the number.
Yep.
It's like, why are you like, I'm the type, if you don't want shit to do with me, don't give me none of your information. Like, cause I'm definitely not going to, keep pursuing you if you've let me know that it's a wrap. So like, I'm gonna ask you if I'm even getting a vibe where I feel like we ain't vibing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, like, you want me to fall back because I can.
Easy.
No feelings hurt or none of that. Like, cool. Like, let me know so I can throw it to peace sign. You know what I mean? Like, you can get that, and we can keep it respectable. You know what I mean? I'm gonna still be cool, cordial to you. You know what I mean? But for you to drag a nigga along, and that nigga thinking that it's a possibility on it, and now you trying to treat a nigga shitty, like, that's whack as fuck.
Yeah.
And a lot of women is doing that these days. Like, I understand that you got options and, niggas is after you. You know what I mean? But if you're not interested in a nigga, tell them that. Like, you'll get so much further. Like, they always say that shit to nigga. Like, if you just want to have sex, say it. Like, and if you just don't want to fuck with it, say that.
Facts.
Okay.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
I mean, that's the truth. And then I seen ladies said that men don't like to be used for just sex. I seen that today too.
Yeah, like we tired of that shit.
that's what we on in 2019.
Not that I'm going through it, you know what I mean? But
men want more than sex in 2019.
We want more than sex. You know
oh no, that's a question I asked to the homegirls on a regular basis. Is like, what do you bring to the table that's not physical? It's the most disappointing question that I can ask.
Yeah, because I mean, the thing is like men have evolved. Like this shit that you can't tell me that you're gonna clean my crib or you're gonna cook for me. Like that shit's gonna get done without you being
answer.
There. You know what I mean? Like, and they really think that that's
so
legit.
Trash.
Like,
that shit 2011.
I'm like, do you think that my crib is gonna be dirty or I'm not gonna cook nothing if you ain't in this household? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if you can't offer more to me, if you can't excite me. Like, if you can't challenge me,
my interest.
If you can't make me want to be a better me, you know what I mean?
Oh,
or
no, yeah.
help you.
Yeah, you need a partnership.
Get to a better place, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the only thing I want is sex. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't offer that, like...
Sex is self-care, bro.
You know what I mean? So, some women got to understand that, you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Like, they're so used to dealing with niggas that get caught up in the lust of, or the physical appearance of a woman, that we'd jump off the ledge and do some wild shit maybe initially up front. Or, we'd start off on the wrong foot, tricking, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it happens.
Oh,
like,
it does happen.
You know what I mean? So I get, where some of these women is coming from. But like Tyler said on a previous show, that's reserved for a different type of woman. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and as bad as that may sound, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna get that treatment. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta pay to play in certain fields. You know what I mean? Like, and we can respect that if we know about it up front.
Probably a lot of tricking going on at All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, but we definitely tired of. We ain't just no set slaves. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't.
2019, man, we're more than sex.
Yeah, man. Because also, bro,
The honorable.
We are more than sex. The honorable. You've been in your bag today.
Because IG, I hate to say this, but really IG has fucked up so many aspects of life, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of women, they get caught up in other people's lives. So they see all these other chicks when they just start dating a nigga and they, you know, these niggas is doing all this elaborate shit.
Yeah.
And so now they feel like, oh, well, you got to do X, Y, Z to me in order to be considered. You know what I'm saying? But like Reese said, like, you got to call a spade a spade. That's not going to happen to everybody. That's you know.
Yeah.
That's not ideal. Every person ain't living that type of life to even do that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's got to be some type of mutual respect. But also, too, I know I'm going to sound crazy saying this. I know women going to say, get the fuck out of here.
Talk to me, Dan.
But, like Reese said, bro, like
Reese said,
no, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying though, like we have evolved, man. So every nigga isn't pressed for pussy. Whether you believe it or not, ladies, we're not. We're not.
And we turn pussy down.
We do.
You know what I mean?
We tell y'all this like once every 5 months. We let y'all know this.
I don't know what type of niggas.
And chicks gonna say whatever, this, that, and the third. But like, what y'all not understanding is, believe it or not, it's a high fact that pussy does get turned down, and every chick that tries to pursue don't get slayed. It just doesn't happen like that.
You might catch a nigga on a drought, or you know what I mean. Again, this is not us, you know, but you might catch one of these type of niggas when they just in the moment and they need it. You know, everybody needs a fits every now and then. But for the most part, a nigga that got his shit together, you can't just approach him with sex and think that's going to excite him. You know what I mean? Like, because 9 times out of 10, you don't even want to deal with that type of woman anyway, because you deal with that shit, you're gonna walk down a whole nother hallway that you don't even want to walk down, my brother. Trust me.
Self-care to turn down pussy.
Because that's how it starts off. It starts off with the.
Is the name of the episode self-care? Why you keep?
I don't know what's going on with Trav.
I'm gonna keep it a beam, man. Like before I hit some of these chicks, I'll let one off myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I will.
Talk to him, veteran. You know, keep it down.
Because a lot of times when
self-care, bro.
That is self-care.
My nigga, you good? What's up, bro? What's up? What's going on?
I'm sleepy, bro. That's all.
What's going on, bro? I'm just saying, man. Usually that type of chick, if you get involved with that type of chick, it's gonna open up all types of cans of worms that you don't want, and you're gonna be in all, you know what I mean? Like, because that's how I start off, like, oh, I'm just trying to have sex, and then they turn into, you know, they want to act like they're your wife.
But I'm glad you said that. Okay. I'm glad you said that.
Talk about it.
I don't want to get ladies. We giving you a lot of free game tonight, and I'm going to give you this right here, and I'm going to be done with it. Don't get mad at the nigga who has fallen into he's only having sex with you if that's what y'all started off doing. You can't fuck a nigga for 6, 7, 8, 9 months, a year. That's all y'all been doing, and then pop up and be like, "You'll never take me nowhere. We'll never do nothing." What are we? Like we're fucking. That's what we're doing. Like, don't fuck that up. You know what I mean? Like,
keep that same energy.
Yeah, like I don't understand that. Like, I understand that you feelings can get involved. Like, and that's not to say that the nigga don't got feelings, but I'm just giving you from our perspective. If we've been just fucking consistently for a long period of time, and that's all we've been doing, we're not really looking to change that up. At least not with you. You know what I mean? So
your time has passed.
You know what I mean? Like, so y'all gotta chill out with that. These niggas ain't shit. And
I got some separate.
You know what I mean?
Like, and then what happens? And it's just like, how?
Hold on.
You know, I don't want to get to it. I don't want to get to it because
talk about it.
Nah, I don't want to get to it, but I'm just saying, it's just like you said, you got that
the nigga for 2 years and that's all y'all been doing, and then just be wondering why he ain't proposed to you yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just don't work that way. Like, and like Des said, like, I know y'all be sitting back wondering, like, how the fuck was he able to meet this chick and within, you know, a month they doing this, they doing X, Y, Z. It's like, first off, don't compare yourself to another female. You shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
You already lost.
That's where the first L is at. You know, but you just gotta be woman enough and just be like, all right, you know what? Well, fuck it, and cut that nigga off.
I just charge you to the game. Just like we charge you to the game.
Hey, it's so funny how Reese say woman.
You know,
if you ain't woman enough,
you ain't woman. It gotta be more than a woman.
You gotta
heard of Leah before she passed away, nigga.
You gotta charge it to the game because the same shit happened to us. There's certain niggas that they get access quicker than others, or they get access and this nigga that's been putting in work ain't never got the access. You know what I'm saying? And as fellas,
that'd be weird.
We just, you know what I mean? We just charge it to the game. Like, damn, I wasn't.
She was out here whoring before she met me, and then
now she want to be best friends with me. Like,
now I got to put in all this work.
It ain't necessarily gotta be. It ain't necessarily gotta be horn. It's just like you didn't have the keys. You ain't had the keys to unlock it.
You don't bop to everybody, but you want to be cool with me. I'm the homie. Okay,
I get it. I ain't had the juice. Okay, chalk it up.
I'm a friend. I get it. I ain't mad, man.
Yeah. So
just
some couple gems for the ladies and fellas if y'all listening.
Yeah, if y'all listening.
And ladies, we ain't bashing. You know what I mean? It's
we having real talk with y'all because y'all need it. You know what I'm saying? You need to hear it from some real niggas, man.
If you feeling the way, hit us up. You know, we can address it. You know.
Real quick, we're gonna get our music back real quick. How do y'all feel about So Far Gone being re-released on streaming services?
I don't get why everybody is going so crazy.
Me either.
It. You know what I mean?
Me either.
It is a great project.
It is.
And one of my favorite songs by Drake is on that project, The Night Off with Floyd. But I just don't understand, you know, what the whole
everybody's excited. My thoughts is it's been 10 years, right? You should have it like on your computer. Like you should have been had it. Like
everybody in this generation should own that.
Yeah,
it's in my Apple Music.
It's a fucking classic. Like everybody should have been had it. Like I don't know why people are geeking out. Because it's on streaming sites now. Like, I don't get it. Like,
I got Reese's whole CD thing. You know, it's in my Apple Music. When you get Apple Music, it uploads that shit to a cloud. Yeah.
How we feel about Cardi's new record? With
I haven't heard it.
I like
Bruno
it.
Mars.
I like
Bruno Mars.
I ain't heard it.
I love her on
How
that.
y'all feel about her? Tatiana.
I love her on that mimosa and pussy line.
Tatiana, what you talking about?
She on the remix.
Oh, like the official remix?
Blueface, yeah.
They got video and everything.
She said your breath going
smell like
pussy and mimosa.
She said, it's so tight that you put it in my butt. I don't swallow Plan B, I swallow a nut. I said,
she's talking that shit on there.
Damn.
Cardi was in that freak ass bag.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy, though? Like,
bust it down, Tatiana.
I hate to compare the two, but it's like, you know, Nicki did the unofficial remix.
Right.
And then Cardi gets on the... It's like, Cardi just keeps
It's like they purposely shitting on Nicki now, man.
Yeah, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cardi keeps shitting on Nicki?
Not Cardi. It's just the industry is putting them to against each
how
other.
BET took a shot at Nicki during
Yeah, I didn't catch
like that.
But
I didn't like that.
But just period though, it's like, all right, y'all put. I mean, but I get it. I mean, Cardi hot. She Grammy. Like it's kind of hard not to go Cardi right now.
She was talking that shit.
She
on
the
that
people's champ, man.
She is.
She the people's champ.
She is.
And again, I apologize for fronting on her because I definitely didn't see all this in the cards. But you know, I mean, she got the Money single, then she got the new joint with Bruno Mars. She on the Tatiana remix. She hot all over again, bro. Her team is amazing. Whoever her team is,
bro.
Bruno was going crazy on that joint too. It was that shit.
Like nobody's seen Cardi's run going this long, bro.
It's amazing, bro. I can't front.
The Grammy solidified it. I'm like, nigga.
Listen, that's
she had a whole ass
the musician Hall of Fame.
Shout out to Atlantic, man. Atlantic really had a hell of a year last year in music, bro.
Yeah. So
Meek, Nipsey, Cardi.
Yeah. Kodak.
Yeah. Like and each one of them was like
winning.
Had moments. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey was nominated for a Grammy. Meek had a hell of a comeback. You know what I'm saying? Kodak, if he didn't have his legal trouble, his album would have did more than what it did. You know what I mean? Like Kodak just always messes himself up with the legal stuff, but Kodak he makes great albums, bro. And he knows he can make songs. Bro.
So you mentioned Meek and his comeback. How do we feel about the rebranding of Meek now and the rebranding of what's 21 Savage is going to be?
Reese broke it down perfectly. The 21 Savage is definitely about to be Rock Nation here soon. Definitely. And, you know.
And he's going to be the face of the immigration reform.
Yep.
And again, I'm not mad at it at all. Like, I'm glad that we're evolving, you know,
Yeah.
outside of just music. You know what I mean? Like we're putting our faces to a lot of other issues and bigger things. But
Pause.
I just hope, pause. I don't want Rock Nation to get into where it's looking like, you know,
watch your mouth.
it's
Watch
turning
your mouth.
into
I got my hat
jigs.
on.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to.
Watch your mouth.
I don't want it
run.
to come off as that. You know what I mean? All these Hove stories are starting to come out about, you know, he's paying out this money and he's doing that, and
Hey man, Hov is the Godfather.
Hey man, I love what Hov is doing though with that.
I do love what he's doing, but I'll kind of see it as a rebrand for him as well. Because if y'all remember, like for the longest, the word on Hove was that he was cutthroat in the industry. He was getting niggas fired, you know, or he would keep your records from being played. Like,
my rebuttal to that reason, this is how I feel about it. Hove is doing all these great things, but it's not like Hove is jumping in the press saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Everybody else that he's doing it for is like speaking his name on it. So he's playing like the Godfather role. Like he's not saying nothing. Like he's showing up in these meetings and stuff, but he's not saying like, oh, I paid Wayne's taxes, oh, I paid Meek's lawyers.
all of it comes out.
Yeah, but it's not because of him though.
But it comes out.
Hey, I mean, what Mr. C said, like,
Yeah, he should have kept that story to himself.
yeah, that Mr. C story was sad. I ain't gonna hold you up. I was like, yeah, you ain't have to tell about that. But
salute to Ho for doing that. Like, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to bring any negative energy to what he's doing.
We need that bag.
I just hope, like, my thing, like, I'm just so big on things being genuine. And I just don't never want us to get caught up in a situation or something comes out to where it's, a complete jig, like the Jusse Smollett situation, you know what I mean? Like,
Gay Tupac.
you just hate, for us to get shown in these negative lights. Like, so I'm just hoping that everything Hove is doing, there's no agenda behind it.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
Since we're speaking on agendas real quick, cap settlement with the NFL. How do we feel? Is that like what I told somebody today is what, like, just because he settled out with them doesn't mean the fight stops.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Cap got paid because they kept this man from working. Like his,
Collusion, right?
Yeah, collusion. Like he was able to prove it. You know what I mean? They settled out because obviously they didn't want all them demons to come out the closet.
Yeah.
But him getting paid was because they prevented him from being able to continue to make a living. On a high scale. He's a professional athlete. They get paid millions of dollars. What the NFL has done is they prevented him from being able to capitalize off his youth, and his skill set at that point in time. Quarterbacks, Blaze, you probably can give us more accurate answers to this, but like, you got middle of the pack quarterbacks making, anywhere from $8 to $12 million a season, to sit on the bench, some of them, so a quarterback that's starting in this league and that's a top tier quarterback, which he was at one point, they can, pretty much bring in anywhere from $15 to $25 million a season. So him getting this money is strictly based off of, they cut off the ability for him to continue to earn a living. So no one should ever get it confused that, the fight is over with because he done got this money from the NFL. Like, only thing he's doing...
I think the fight just getting started.
Yeah, and now he got the bread to even ramp it up even more.
That's what I mean? Like, so, on it.
I feel, well, Reese, speaking on what you just said, I mean, Nick Foles is about to get franchise tagged.
Right.
And he'll make $20-25 million as a backup. But here's the thing that I have a problem with in general. I feel like when news comes out, we jump the gun a lot. Right? Like, even like as recently as the Jusse Smollett, whatever his name is, story. We always we always jump the gun. Like, as soon as this story came out, niggas was like, oh, I'm mad at him. Like, y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, allow it a week to let the shit come out.
Nah, man, microwave era, bro.
I see.
We got the answers, though. We got the answers quick.
Yeah, shit. The way shit is finding its way to the media is still mind-boggling to me. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, there's leaks and everything, man. TMZ.
Man, get Larry Johnson the fuck out of here. Shout out to his dad because he's the D-line coach at Old State. But
who?
Larry Johnson. He played for the Chiefs. Yeah, running back.
Yeah.
He was in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody put him in the chat. The one that was in the chat going crazy about Kaepernick.
Okay. That was something. Yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what Cap does, even if he's the whole of the situation. Like, he never spoke up about
the people. Gotta understand too. Like, I can already see that people are trying to get mad because it's a possibility that he's going to be back in the NFL.
I hope the Patriots pick him up.
They're saying that teams really are in talks with his team, you know, about possibly bringing him in for camp. If he gets back into the NFL, that's a great thing. You know what I mean? Like, because now, you know, right, you know what I mean? His voice can be heard again because they keep it all the way real. Like, Cap has been low during all of this. Like, he may have spoke 2 or 3 times since all this shit that went on. Now, every week, you know what I mean, he has the possibility to be in front of the camera and, you know, to put them issues out there. Like,
plus he can play.
Yeah, he can play. You know,
like,
we
if he
can
came
use him at Buffalo.
Right, if he came to the Cowboys right now, I'd be looking at Dak like, my nigga.
We can use him. You know what I mean?
Have a seat.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, it was so obvious that there was collusion, that they was keeping him out the league. Like, because this nigga, it was teams picking up niggas that hadn't been in the league.
Niggas picked me up during the season last year.
You know, so I'm happy for Cap, man. Like, I'm happy that he stood his ground. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anybody that's saying he didn't, they're not informed. You know what I mean? Like, he stood his ground. Like, he's getting paid because his right to earn a living was taken away from him. That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like Reese said, man, I think I really feel like it speaks volumes, bro, that, you know, he was able to get someone like the Shield, the NFL, to even settle.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't think people understand. Like
the feds, nigga, and winning.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how crazy big that is, bro. Like, for the NFL to be like, all right, we're gonna settle out with you because we fucked up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, I see a lot of people trying to say he a sellout and all that stuff, but like, a lot of people that's talking that shit wouldn't even dare to even take the risk that Cap took.
Right.
They won't even say nothing at their job.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's being overlooked. You know, I can understand someone. The only person that I can understand that could be kind of upset about the situation is Malcolm Jenkins and everybody that was behind Malcolm Jenkins, because, you know, Malcolm was getting he was a sellout situation. You know, remember when everything was going on and they was trying.
Well, him and Eric Reed even got into it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. So I could, you know, I could see why someone like him may be upset about the situation.
Right.
Like, y'all call me a sellout, but, you know, they settled and none of the money went to me. The money went to various charities. Is what you know, the situation with Malcolm. And with Cap, is like, nigga, you and Eric Reed are getting a check off this. I didn't get a personal check. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that, but we're not talking about that right now. That's a whole nother conversation. What we talking about is Cap.
What we talk,
and I think that's crazy. That he was able to get them to settle. I definitely still want him to get in the league, but now I'm kind of iffy with that because I feel like now a team may give him a tryout to say that we did it and cut him, or let him get a roster spot, and then you know what I'm saying? Like it's ways around. It's, you know, like, so now it's kind of like it's kind of shaky because it's just like,
I've been seeing
nigga, you beat us. And we're not about to let you beat us and come into the league and be a hero. You feel me? Yeah. So even if he do get on the team, I feel like he may not ever really get a true fair shake because of everything that he's done. You know, with this whole situation. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting how it play out. You know what I'm saying? Last topic I'm gonna talk about real quick. I don't even want to go too far in this, but are we surprised that? No, not even that. 6ix9ine snitching. Everybody expected
that's
it.
The thing, like, I don't understand why people are in such an uproar about this. Like,
nigga, he's a kid, bro. Like,
he's not a kid. He's not a kid.
He's not a kid.
He's young, man.
He's 20 plus.
21, 22. But, you know what I mean? Like, it was a reality show in front of our eyes. Everything he was doing. Like, he did the trolling thing. Like, if he tells on everybody, like, I'm not surprised and I'm not gonna feel a way towards him. Like,
me either.
A lot of niggas gotta understand, like, y'all try to apply these street rules, like, and you're not living by them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit is reserved for a select few. You know what I mean? If you're not in that game no more, if you're not in that field, a nigga, like, telling on certain shit, like, that's just what they do. Like, that shit don't stop nothing that's going on. You know what I mean?
But he can't come back on the same bullshit, though. He can't come back on that rah-rah.
He won't be allowed. Like, it's going to be hard for him to survive in this field, you know what I mean? Because of the way that the rap industry is built, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a lot of people that don't want to touch him. Him coming home, like, I wouldn't be surprised about it. Him making music, that would be the most surprising thing. Like, I can't see any type of angle that would allow him to be able to make music and thrive.
Unless he make a hit record, bro.
But I think he could do this as an indie route. Like, he could be entertaining, you know, on Instagram, whatever, like, or putting out music. But the part that's going to cripple him, where he won't be able to do anything still, is that I don't see him being able to travel and tour and touch any type of market. Because it's going to be niggas in every city that want to try to prove a point or that want to gain some points off of, you know, knocking off the snitch. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I think that's going to hamper him, is if he does come back and try to make music, is that he won't be able to touch the road. But I can see him being able to do some indie shit and putting out a record and it picking up, you know, but he just won't be able to touch the people with it.
Or he'd just go to weird places like Iowa and
no, I mean,
Missouri and shit
goons,
like that.
It's goons in every city, believe it or not. You know, every major city, I should say, at least.
I don't know. I'm not surprised about him touching. When he first got arrested, I kind of figured, or like, yo, he's gonna tell everything. Like, he want to come home. Like, it was a troll. Like, it was a game to him. It was all funny. Like, it wasn't serious. Like, he wasn't no serious street dude. You know what I'm saying? So him telling on people is like, I respect that. 6ix9ine. Yeah.
I think the only thing is, like, I'm not gonna be surprised if he doesn't do it.
6ix9ine.
I'm not gonna be surprised if he doesn't do any jail time. But I do feel like it's gonna be hard for him to get back into the entertainment game because he can't. He's not really gonna be able to move around comfortably.
Like, he can't troll like he used to. Like, the jig is up.
But it's like, what is he gonna be like? He can't even, because he's gonna be in the witness protection. So
yeah, I heard he was gonna be sad.
But I'm just so leery of that information that came out. Like, they're not gonna just release all these details that not only did he beat, or they dropped all the charges, we're putting him in witness protection. Like, it's just like this whole.
Reese hate that shit. You hate all the leaks.
I just hate like, and the thing is though, like, we're just so gullible. Like, we believe on it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying if that does. I'm saying if it does play out like it plays out.
I'm not saying
but I get you though.
Like,
but yeah, we are because that's the world that we live in now. Like I said,
Facebook, and it's true.
Like I said, now the media gets their news from social media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas sitting in the room that made
credible news stations will run with a link on Twitter just so they can be first.